These 22B Replica Door Sills just arrived from Australia, and in this video I'm going to go over them, and I'm also going to talk about the rest of the stuff that I've done to my interior. As of right now, my interior is 100% complete. There's nothing I want, there's nothing I want to change. These door sills were the last missing piece of the puzzle. So let's start with the door card. These are factory door cards, but I've got Alcantara that's been reupholstered here. And when I originally did these, I used some Replica micro suede, and they looked good for 2 or 3 years, and then they just faded completely pale blue. So I paid a little extra to get the real stuff. I would recommend doing that. These are the JDM version 7 STI seats. And these seats are so comfortable. I've got them on the RS rails, so that gets them a little lower. And you can just see how much they curve and conform to your body. There's so much depth there. And it's got the nice twill pattern on the side where you can see the blue thread. Even the back sinks you right in. These look so much better than the USDM seats, and they're so comfortable. The carpet in my car is from a 04 to 07 USDM STI. It's 4-door carpet, the blue. There's some stuff you can do to make it fit the coupe. I've got a video on that I'll put in the description as well. And this carpet just, even though you have to do a few things and modify a few things, it ends up fitting and looking so much better than the aftermarket Replica cover or carpet. I know the Replica stuff says it's pre-molded, but it's just not the same. These are the Pro Drive mats. I got the front, and they come with rear as well. And my car's STI Swapped, so I've got the USDM clutch, brake, and gas pedal. That's actually the drive-by-wire pedal. Then I've got the matching dead pedal, and I don't remember who made this. It may be Fast WRX, but I've had this pedal for a long time, and I'd use some double-sided tape to attach it to the carpet, and then every few years I'd have to retape it because it'd fall off. But I finally used some nut inserts, and now it's bolted, and it's really solid. It's not going anywhere, and it matches the other pedals really nice. I've got the auto and manual intercooler sprayer buttons. Those are hooked up and working. This is the 2005 to 2007 USDM STI steering wheel, only it's the JDM version that I think is from an RA. The difference is that it doesn't have the cruise control lever there. I don't have cruise in my car, so by getting this wheel, I get the cool look, and I don't have an open panel there, or I don't have a lever there. That's useless. The gauge cluster is from a 05 USDM STI. It does the full sweep. I've got it retrofitted in the GC dash. And I've got the compass pack with some kind of matching gauges there. If I go down here, there's a limited badge. I just uploaded a video on that. That was my newest addition before these door sills. Got the STI 6-speed shifter with the USDM knob. And then I've got all the slots filled here as well. So I've got the DC-CD buttons hooked up to the DC-CD Pro. I've got the power folding mirrors, and that's the headlight leveler switch. I did a video last year. I've got the headlights that you can aim up or down from inside the car. And then if we look up at the headliner, that's Duplicolor vinyl and fabric spray paint. And I must have done that 14, 15 years ago, and it still looks just as good as it did the day I did it. Even the visors, which are like a vinyl, those have held up really well. Even the pivot point, like that's where it snaps in. And I put a little Vaseline on that after I installed it. And I've had those visors up and down probably hundreds of times, and the paint there hasn't worn off or chipped or flaked or anything like that. So kudos to Duplicolor. And then the newest addition are these 22B Replica Door Sills. And these are from Sierran on the Subaru Impreza GC8 Owners Club Facebook page. I don't know if he has an email or another way to contact him, But I'll message him and I'll put his info in the description if you want to get a set. But these come from Australia and they're $385 shipped to the US. And I've seen the real ones, like before he started making the replicas, they're hard to find, and I've seen sets pop up, but they're always pretty expensive or they're dented or scratched, and I just couldn't justify it. But he made these replicas, and I pulled the trigger on them, and very happy. So he includes the hardware, everything fit great. They go over the factory plastic. So the plastic here, you're gonna have 2 square clips in the back, and then 4 square clips on the front piece. Those pieces stay there. You end up removing 3 of the square clips, and they get replaced with these round push pins for these to install. And these are they're very solid. I was worried that the metal may be too thin, but it's actually thicker than I thought it would be. I wouldn't recommend like standing or hopping on them. And if you're taking a seat out, I'd probably remove these or put a blanket over them so you don't scuff them. And you'll get more of a core workout, I guess, when you get in and out of your car, because you're not going to want to drag your feet on them or anything like that. But they look very nice, super happy with them. Let me go over to this side. And it's got the rubber trim around the side. So I've never had the original one, so it's kind of hard for me to compare them to the OEM. But other people that have had both say they're pretty much spot on. He said the most time-consuming thing about producing these is actually installing this rubber strip that's glued on from the backside, and you have to go very slow and let it dry, and then go down a few inches and add more glue and then let it dry. But yeah, these just look incredible, even better in person. And I didn't really know that my car desperately needed these until I got them and installed them, but they just draw your attention. You open the door, it's like one of the first things you notice. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Check the description. I'm gonna put a few links in it to some of the stuff that I showed. I've done tutorials over the years if you're interested in doing any of the stuff I did.